Hello students, welcome to this new video which is a short video on introduction to clutch. What is the function of the clutch? The clutch is an important part of a mechanical automobile system. In case of any kind of vehicle, most of the times the clutches are used. What is the function of the clutch? To disengage or engage the engine with the rest of the transmission systems. Now, apart from the engines, also the clutch is used, in which the specific function is to engage and disengage the driving shaft to the driven shaft. That may be any kind of another mechanical system also. In that case, also the clutch is used apart from the vehicle or an automobile. Now it will disengage the things while starting the engine as well as while changing the gear ratio. That is, after starting of the engine, engagement of it takes place for and the gear shift operation can be possible one. After this one, what is the requirement of the clutch? Now the clutch requirement is the first and foremost important requirement is it should transmit the maximum torque uh, as far as of the engine is considered to the gearbox. It engages gradually to avoid the sudden jerks. You might have observed that whenever the clutches are having certain problems, then there may be certain kind of noise, voice, or certain certain jerks will be available when while starting or while doing any kind of operation of the vehicle. It should dissipate the proper amount of heat, damp the vibrations as well as noise. It should be dynamically balanced. There should not be any kind of imbalance as far as the operation of the vehicle is considered. It should be small as possible and easy to operate. These are certain requirements as far as any kind of clutch is considered one. Now the clutch unit, how the clutch unit is there, this figure. Now this is not a two-dimensional figure, this is a three-dimensional figure, or three-dimensional you can say picture, which shows you the clutch. Now flywheel, here the flywheel you can see here, it is shown here, and it is also having certain kind of gear like structure, that is ring gear, which is available one at the outer side of the flywheel. Okay, so that is the member, which is the driving member. Okay, and the pressure plate is connected to the clutch cover. Now there are certain springs which are available one. Then this is the clutch cover assembly, and here actually this is the diaphragm spring which is available one, and through this particular here another linkage is available one, through which the gear assembly sorry, this clutch assembly can work. Clutch disc assembly here which is available one, pressure plate and friction plate, all these things are mounted here. So clutch cover assembly is bolted to the flywheel here, to this one. This clutch cover assembly is bolted to this flywheel, and the clutch springs are placed between the pressure plate and cover plate. The clutch springs here, the clutch springs are available one, which are placed between the pressure plate and cover plate. The pressure plate presses it's against the clutch plate. Okay, thus the clutch plate is squeezed between the flywheel and the pressure plate. So the clutch plate gets squeezed, gets any kind of certain kind of pressure between the flywheel and the pressure plate, and the transmission or engagement of both the driving as well as driven shaft members are considered one, that can be operated. Okay, so that is very important one. Try to remember this. Classification of clutch, it may be classified as cone clutch, flat plate clutch, dry or wet type. In this case dry, there is no any kind of lubricating, a small kind of lubrication may be required one, that is coming under the wet category. Number of friction clutch plates are used, single flat plate clutch or multiple flat plate clutch. Actuation mode, whether it is a cable operator, that is mechanical linkage is available one, or the hydraulic mechanism is available one. Centrifugal clutch is also there, which is nothing but like this one. But as far as our syllabus is considered, we will stick to the single plate clutch. It is the flat plate clutch. So this is the flat plate clutch. Now this is the driving shaft. This is the driving shaft through which you can say the whatever you can say the engine shaft, and which is mounted and having this flange like structure, which is nothing but the flywheel. And to this flywheel the another shaft, that there is engagement and disengagement which will take place through this one, and this is the driven shaft. You can say this is the mechanical linkage. There here the force will be applied one, and whenever the force will be applied one with the help of this bell crank lever and with the help of this thrust bearing as well as this particular splines which are available one on this particular driven shaft, okay, which will be either taken off to this particular slide, or whenever the pedal will be released one, it will again coming it automatically to its original position. So whenever you're pressing the clutch pedal, you're disengaging the clutch. Whenever you're releasing the clutch pedal, then this friction plate which will rub, this is the friction lining material which is around which is available on both the sides of the friction plate, so that there is rubbing action against this particular flywheel will takes place, and the transmission of motion, power or torque from this driving shaft to the driven shaft takes place. Whenever you're going to press the clutch pedal, this will the moment of this one will be on this along this particular side, and there is disengagement of the clutch. Whenever you are releasing it, moment of this one will be this shaft will be towards this one, and there will be engagement, and the power will be transmitted through the friction. The friction is responsible for transmitting the power from this driving shaft to the driven shaft. The another certain components like knife edge, this release level, withdrawal finger, that are certain mechanical components. This is the hub assembly which is available one, that are available here. We will not go into details of here. Here certain kinds of springs which are available one to withstand certain kind of forces which are required ones. Here certain sectional views are taken. So they are just for understanding purpose. So try to remember this is somewhat some very, you can say, congested figure, no doubt about it, but for understanding the working of it, it will be easier one. So try to already have explained you that with the help of this particular linkage how it can be working can be possible one. So try to remember this, and this is the working as far as flat plate clutch is concerned. So we'll stop here, and we will come with the next I will come with the next video again there.